You spend years in school learning equations, memorizing facts, writing exams. And then one day you leave, get your first paycheck, and immediately realize something weird. You don't know what to do with money. Not really. You know how to spend it. That part comes naturally. Food, clothes, subscriptions, random late-night online orders that felt like a good idea at 2 a.m. But saving, investing, taxes, credit, it's like the game started and nobody gave you the tutorial. So here's the real question. Why didn't school teach you the one system you're guaranteed to use for the rest of your life? My name is Wojak, and I spend way too much time figuring out how money actually moves behind the scenes. Most people never really see this part, and it's usually why making more money feels harder than it should. Let's get into it. The obvious question. Let's say you're in school. You're learning algebra, maybe some history, a bit of science. Useful? Sure. But compare that to this. You're 22. You get paid. You have rent. You have bills. You have choices. And every single one of those choices involves money. So naturally, you'd expect school to prepare you for that. It mostly doesn't. Why? Short answer. The system was not designed for that. Long answer. Let's get into it. Old system. Modern school systems were built a long time ago. Different economy. Different priorities. Back then, the goal was simple. Create reliable workers. People who could show up on time. Follow instructions. Read, write, do basic math. Work consistently. That's it. You weren't expected to manage investments or optimize tax strategies. You were expected to get a stable job and stay there. Money decisions were simpler. Fewer options. Less complexity. So schools focus on general education, not financial strategy. Okay, moving on. Standardization. School is designed to teach millions of people at once. That means everything has to be standardized. Same curriculum, same tests, same structure. Now think about money. Money is personal. Your situation depends on your income, your goals, your country, your family, your risk tolerance. Two people can make the same amount and make completely different decisions. So teaching money properly would require customization. And school does not do customization. It does mass production. So financial education gets pushed out because it doesn't fit the system neatly. Testing problem. Here's another issue. Exams. Schools love testing. Why? Because it's easy to measure. You either know the answer or you don't. Now imagine testing being good with money. What's the exam? Make good financial decisions for 10 years. That doesn't fit into a 2-hour test. Real financial behavior is long-term. It's habits. It's discipline. It's trade-offs. You can't grade that easily. So it gets ignored in favor of things that are easy to test. Teacher reality. Let's be honest for a second. Most teachers are not trained financial experts. They're trained to teach subjects like math, literature, science. And even if they understand money, teaching it properly requires real-world experience, up-to-date knowledge, constant adaptation. Money systems change. Markets change. Rules change. It's not a fixed subject like basic algebra. So expecting every teacher to confidently teach finance is unrealistic. And schools avoid subjects they can't teach consistently. Curriculum limits. There's only so much time in a school day, so every subject is competing for space. Math wants more time. Science wants more time. Languages, history, everything. If you add personal finance, something else has to go. And schools tend to prioritize subjects that are traditional, are already structured, are required for exams. Finance often loses that battle, even if it's more useful in real life. The assumption. There's also a hidden assumption. For a long time, people believed you'll learn money from your parents. And sometimes that works. But here's the problem. A lot of parents are also figuring money out as they go. Some are great with it. Some are not. So now you have a system where school doesn't teach it. Home may or may not teach it. Result? You learn money through trial and error. Mostly error. Real life example. Let's use a running example. Food delivery. You're tired. You open an app. You order food. Feels normal. Now zoom out. You pay for the food delivery fee. service fee, sometimes higher menu prices. You might spend way more than cooking, but in the moment, it feels small. Now multiply that over weeks, months. That's money behavior, not theory, not equations, decisions. School rarely trains you to see that. Behavior versus knowledge. Here's the big twist. Even if schools taught money, knowledge alone wouldn't fix everything. Because money problems are not just knowledge problems. They're behavior problems. You can know saving is good and still not save. You can know debt is risky and still use it badly. Why? Because humans are not perfectly rational. We like convenience. We like rewards. We like now more than later. So financial success is less about knowing and more about doing. And schools are better at teaching knowledge and behavior. Delayed consequences. Another reason money is hard to teach. Consequences are delayed. If you touch fire, you learn instantly. If you overspend, nothing happens immediately. You still feel fine. The pain comes later. Bills, stress, limitations. That delay makes it harder to connect actions to outcomes, which makes it harder to teach in a classroom. Complex system. Money is not one topic. It's a whole system. You've got income, taxes, debt, credit, investing, inflation, spending habits. Each one connects to the others. It's like learning a game where all the mechanics interact. Teaching that properly takes time and context. Schools prefer clean, separate subjects. Money is messy. Incentives. Now let's talk incentives. Incentives mean what a system is designed to reward. Schools are rewarded for test scores, graduation rates, standardized performance, not for how well students manage money at 25. There's no scoreboard for that. So naturally, schools optimize for what they're measured on, and money skills don't show up in those metrics. Okay, so what? At this point, you might be thinking, cool explanation, but I still don't know what to do. Exactly, because here's the reality. School didn't teach you money, but you still have to play the game. So now the responsibility shifts to you, not in a motivational speech way, just in a practical sense. The core skills. If you strip everything down, money comes down to a few core ideas. Earn, spend, save, grow. That's it. Everything else builds on that. Let's connect it back to the food delivery example. Earn. Money comes in. Salary, freelance, whatever. Simple. But here's the catch. Your lifestyle tends to expand with your income. You earn more, you spend more. So earning alone doesn't solve money problems. You can still be broke at a higher level. Spend. This is where most people lose control. Not because they're careless. Because spending is easy. Tap a button. Done. Back to food delivery. One order feels harmless. But repeated small decisions add up. This is called accumulation. Small things repeated become big. Save. Saving is just not spending. Sounds simple. Feels hard. Because saving means saying no now for a benefit later. And humans are not great at that. We prefer immediate rewards. So saving requires systems, not willpower alone. Grow. This is where most people are confused. Growing money means making your money produce more money. Usually through investing, not gambling, not guessing. Investing means putting money into assets that can increase in value over time. It's long-term, slow, boring, which is why people ignore it. But it matters. Why you feel behind. A lot of people in their 20s feel like they're late. Like everyone else knows something they don't. Here's the truth. Most people are figuring it out in real time because nobody got a perfect education in money. Everyone is patching it together from experience, mistakes, random internet content. So feeling lost is normal. Not ideal, but normal. The trap. Here's a common trap. You realize you don't understand money, so you start consuming content. Videos, posts, advice, and some of it is useful. Some of it is noise. Some of it is straight up wrong. So you end up overwhelmed. Not because money is impossible, because the information is messy. Simple approach. Instead of trying to learn everything at once, focus on basics. Know where your money goes. Spend less than you earn. Avoid unnecessary debt. Build savings gradually. Learn investing slowly. That's the foundation. Not exciting, but effective. Back to reality. Think again about food delivery. You don't need to quit it forever. That's unrealistic. But you can reduce frequency. Be aware of cost. Choose intentionally. That's financial awareness, not restriction. Control. Why this matters. Money affects where you live, what you eat, your stress levels, your options. It doesn't solve everything, but it removes a lot of problems. And not understanding it creates unnecessary pressure. The truth, school didn't fail you on purpose. It just wasn't built for this. Different time, different goals. But the world changed. Money systems got more complex. Choices increased. And now you need skills the system didn't prioritize. Recap. School teaches general knowledge. Money is specific and personal. School rewards test performance. Money requires long-term behavior. School is standardized. Money decisions are individual. School teaches information. Money needs habits. Parents were expected to teach it, but not everyone could. So you learn through experience. Sometimes the hard way. Spending is easy. Saving is hard. Small decisions add up. Over time, they matter. You don't need perfection. You need awareness. Final takeaway. Nobody is coming to teach you money step by step. So the advantage goes to people who decide to learn it themselves. Not obsessively. Not perfectly. Just consistently. If you've ever ordered food just this once, and then somehow did it 5 times this week, yeah, you already understand the system. Hit like, and maybe comment the one thing you spent on way more than you expected.